How do you know yours is not a religion? Science is a religion. I said it in the first video of this playlist. But today, I want to talk about faith in a little greater detail. Hi, welcome to 404 Reality Not Found. I am the lost wanderer in search of the only truth that matters, and probably the only truth none of us will ever know in this life. Do you think you know the truth about this reality? If you do, please let me know, either in the comments or by email. You'll find my contact on realitynotfound.com, where you can also download a free sample of the most shocking conversation I've ever had about lies under the hood of this realm. And if you don't want to miss another episode, you already know what to do. But back to faith. I recently spoke about it on a podcast with Callie and Caroline, link in the description, if you're curious, where I shared some of my thoughts on what the awakening process really is. Most of us are born into a family already rooted in some kind of belief. Sometimes it's religion, sometimes it's science, and yes, if you follow the science and think you are enlightened, feel free to comment after watching the video up here. Even atheism, by the way, is a belief system, a religion of its own. The vast majority of people stay within that belief for their entire lives. I was born in a family with little faith in any creator. It took me about 45 years to realize that maybe there is one. And somehow, without even knowing it existed, I landed in gnosticism. I just drew my own conclusions and people told me, you are agnostic. Interesting. For me, the awakening process started with flat earth, something I never thought I'd even look into. That alone shows how deep the roots of the matrix indoctrination go. I became obsessed though. Hundreds of hours of proof, endless debates that are still going on today, even after the so-called final experiment, supposedly the ultimate proof that we live on a globe, which somehow converted one of the most prominent flat earth preachers into a new globe evangelist, a man who preaches the opposite version of the truth he once defended. Then I moved on into this kind of Gnosticism, and now I don't even know where I belong. Nobody has labeled me yet. So if you know which faction I'm part of by watching all my videos, let me know in the comments. I'd love to learn. The moral of the story is simple. These endless debates keep us stuck. Each one just replaces the old belief with a new and better one. It feels like progress, but maybe it's design. Maybe we are not allowed to go any deeper into the rabbit hole because maybe the truth is there. I'm planning a video on Lush, but that topic isn't as simple as it looks. It needs time. Still, Lush is the perfect example of what I mean. I've noticed something strange in most conspiracy discussions, including Lush. People present beliefs as if they were facts. And Lush is not the only one. Look at these ones. We are on a prison planet. The demiurge won't trick me. I'll defeat the archons. If you decalcify your pineal gland, you'll see the veil. There's free energy from the ether. Just buy Mercury and build a tower. I had an OBE. I know this place isn't real. Or, more simply, look at the near-death experience videos I post every Thursday. We move from one root belief to another, each time thinking we've decoded reality. And I'm not devaluating anyone's experience or beliefs. Because yes, all of this is still belief. I need you to prove me wrong if not. Nobody has succeeded so far, and I want to be proven wrong, seriously. But don't be like the Christians who quote the Bible to prove the Bible. Give me something objective, something that makes me say, wow, you're right, that must be truth. If you can't, is it possible that we are funneled into a system designed to keep us hooked on a new belief each time? A system that never lets us find any real answers. Why couldn't an OBE be a trap? A dream so vivid we mistake it for truth. Could the most lucid dream feel so real that we refuse to doubt it? What if all of us are fragments inside one massive lucid dream, a dream of a greater consciousness? Look at the complexity of this creation. We are so tiny that we can't even conceive its greatness. If there really was a creator of this place, a being capable of such design, do you think he would ever allow us to see beyond the transparency of this veil? People say they have to tell us. Why? Why would a creator who designed a system to extract energy from us ever need our consent? Isn't it more likely that consent itself is a psyop, a story inside the story, and maybe there's no way out? I know how dark this sounds, but if we assume we are enslaved by something this vast, which scenario seems more likely? Every answer we're given just opens another question, and if we stop asking and instead rest in the comfort of the new leader who tells us what to think, we're not free. We're still following a religion. Please, tell me if there are fallacies in this thesis. I truly want to know. In the meantime, stay critical, and I'll see you in the future that doesn't exist.